It's been a strange, emotional morning. I woke up before my alarm, rested, and one of the first things I looked up this morning was how to burn a US flag. Because if you trample a flag in front of me, I will immediately retire it, possibly after knocking you out. And seeing everyone in formation in that video on how to do it tickled my nostalgia. I'm a veteran of the Iraq War. A lot of ceremonies in the army were pedantic and annoying, but some carried weight and importance that no matter how much of a rebel I may become, I can always respect. In my search, an ad that came up was for Mel Gibson's newest movie, based on the story of Desmond Doss. Hacksaw Ridge, it's called, if you'd like to look it up. After I checked up on Doss, finding he was a conscientious objector who received a Medal of Honor, I nearly teared a little. When I initially saw the trailer, I thought, oh, is it time for more of a World War II wankfest? I didn't expect a somewhat touching story I had never heard before. What had soured my expectations so? Well, my favorite media is video games, so perhaps it's that. Contrary to what some believe, they do tell a story. In much the same way as Hacksaw Ridge, We Were Soldiers, Black Hawk Down, Zulu, The Ninth Company, and Letters from Iwo Jima. They tell a story. But it's a little bit different. While the movies I have mentioned share a tale of camaraderie, turmoil, and self-sacrifice to varying degrees of historical accuracy, while the big ones in the interactive field, Medal of Honor and Call of Duty, don't live up to their name, they haven't even tried for so long, where is our interactive version of these tales, these great movies? Now more than ever we can experience these stories, share them with other generations to come. I suppose it's difficult for a civilian to understand. After all the training, indoctrination, resocialization, brainwashing, whatever you call it, you do change. So much is tweaked, it may be easier for me to emphasize with a Russian soldier than an American civilian, simply because we both understand the spirit of the bayonet. No shared language, but a shared honor, a shared culture. The ceremony can carry such weight. When I was in Iraq, I cried at a funeral for a person I hated. I knew nothing of them except some annoying transgression for the barracks back home, and that they were a fellow soldier, that they would die for me, and I her. And as I heard their name, called out 3 times, and taps played, I cried all the same, at the position of attention, with a straight face, tiny hidden tears of mine in the sands of Ur. I had such a cushy time away at war. I joined so young and I wanted to fight and to help. I was a medic, but never saved anyone. That wasn't the job I was given overseas. I cry now, but others endured more, and it eats away at me. So many suffered, and I could not suffer with them, even though they were my brothers in arms. Valor, like those of the soldiers in these movies, is a thing that so many can have, but it does not always shine so valiantly. When it does, we honor them, dead or alive, for their accomplishment. We share their stories because that's what we soldiers want, for our fallen friends to be remembered, and for those who come next to strive for such valor, because that's who you want next to you in a fight. That's who you want next to your son or daughter. So that's whose story you tell, and that's why you tell it. So that maybe the next generation will have some examples to strive for. To bring this around to some semblance and end with a point, Medal of Honor, Call of Duty, you two, in my opinion, are a disgrace to the medium. You started with your toes and your titles in with real soldiers who won the Medal of Honor, who answered the call of duty. And while mindless action movies and video games are great, they have their place. Stories have been told in the past, and today we have the power for people to experience them. So try to live up to the title you chose for yourself. Share an experience worth remembering. Men may die, but the tale must live on.